NBA action on EA Sports. I'm Ed Cohen. Great to be joined by Jay Williams. Should be a terrific game here tonight. Capital One Arena in our nation's capital. Tonight, the Washington Wizards taking on the Milwaukee Bucks. Milwaukee begins the game with the basketball. Bledsoe to Adetokunbo. Here comes the screen. Stein powers it through.
No, that's a great way to make an opening statement. It's about the team that's able to punch the other team in the mouth first. That's exactly what you want to do if you're the road team. Beal.
Oh, emphatic slam.
We call that get your money and put it in the bank.
Bledsoe with it up top. Looking to make something happen. Middleton to Adetokunbo. Bradley Beal sends it away.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
Gets to the basket and scores.
Well, you know what the old saying is, when you assume you make a... You know what I'm talking about. You can't fault the D too much there. I was expecting to kick out three.
Bledsoe to Middleton. Wide open look, won't go.
Ooh, I can't believe he didn't get that one to fall. But at the end of the day, he got an open look, and that bodes well for this team.
Here comes the screen. Beal. Shot from in close, no good. Bledsoe at the basketball. Down just a couple. To Adetokunbo. The drive, right to the basket, straight down the middle of the lane. Way to punch it home.
It's easy to become mesmerized when you watch a player who can create off the dribble. We call that dancing. When you allow a player to dance with that much space, that's Proud City.
Nothing going here on that drive. To Beal. Has a look. Open look, and he buries it. Defense has to wake up.
Man, he's got the defender out there tap dancing like that on national TV. That's not a good sign.
Adetokunbo to Bledsoe. To Beal. Nothing going here on that drive. Beal to Wall. Can't miss those. Milwaukee with the basketball. Middleton to Adetokunbo. And the finish. Slam dunk.
And when you get your prescription, you take your medicine and you call it a day.
Into the front court comes Wall. He'll run the offense. To Beal. Nothing going here on that drive. Beal to Wall. Has a chance. Can't connect. Defense did its job that time.
The most important thing a shooter can do is continue to shoot. The defense is always going to give great effort, but it's more of your psyche that goes into the next shot that will limit you on whether you make the shot or not.
Scores from the post.
You feel that? I see the confidence building.
Into the front court. It's Wall. Down two. Beal. His first effort off the mark. Bledsoe to Adetokunbo. Slams it down.
See, Ed, that's what I love. You don't need to conserve your energy. You attack that rim with ferocity. You always set the tone.
To Beal. Here comes the screen. To Beal. Fight to shoot for Washington. Trying to cash in. Doesn't get the bounce. To Bledsoe. Middleton. Gets it to go. Could have been more. A lot of contact, but no foul.
Well, they have such great flow to their offense this evening. The ball isn't sticking to one player individually. It's moving around the perimeter, and it's zipping. They're playing with a special cohesiveness.
And he's fouled. Very close, Jay. Free throws coming up.
Hey, look, sometimes you need to feel out your opponent. Let them know you're there. I'm okay with that early foul.
First free throw is good. So he hits the first, misses the second. Bledsoe with it up top. Leads 5. It goes down.
Sometimes you hear people give all these fancy breakdowns, tell you all these different things they can do. That was just plain old simple bully basketball. Muscled his way through the lane.
Wall to Beal. Rebound taken by Milwaukee. Bledsoe at the basketball. His team up by 7. To Middleton. Short jumper misses.
It's easy. Force guys into low percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It was all provided to you before the game in the scouting report.
Middleton to Alec Burks. Now ready to shoot at the line.
I say this a lot, and it's only because coaches harp on it all the time. Read the scouting report. Know who you can and should send to the line. This is a case of knowing a shooter probably had a better chance of hitting a jumper than he does of hitting the free throws.
Can't connect on the first free throw. Good bounce back. Hits the second. It's a 1 of 2 trip. Wall across the timeline. Down 8. Beal to Wall. Second effort. Bradley Beal. Tough shooting. Only 2 for 6 after that make.
You normally don't see that, but that's the type of thing that keeps shooters in the league for a long time. Every once in a while, they venture into the paint.
Rejected.
That kid can block out the sun, man.
And finishes strong.
So many people think making assists is creating something razzle and dazzle. Sometimes giving the ball up early is the right play and the most efficient.
Middleton to Bledsoe. Able to convert inside.
Old school equals high percentage.
Washington basketball. Wall. That ball's out of bounds off one of the Wizards. Both coaches hitting the reset button. Fresh legs coming onto the floor. Giannis in control of the basketball. Up by 6. Cauley Stein to Middleton. Giannis shoots. Giannis Antetokounmpo. With that shot, he's 5 for 8.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Wall with it up top. Margins 8. And look out. Big finish at the rim.
Another possession they were forced to take a tough shot. This time they got it to go, but they need to do something different to start creating more open look opportunities.
To Bledsoe. And scores. Strong take.
They're going to have to find answers defensively and quickly because he's carving them up in the first quarter.
I got him. Here we go.
Wall. A drive down the lane, but the shot won't go.
That's superb defense. That's a defense getting there from the weak side early and making the player short on the shot.
And he's fouled. A trip to the line coming up.
Trust me, you want to avoid early foul trouble. Take that one as a warning.
Giannis Antetokounmpo has got 2 shots coming. A career 74% free throw shooter. And hits the first free throw.
Into the game for the Wizards, number 30.
Good free throw shooting. Knocks down a pair. Here comes the screen. To Wall. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
Stuffs it down with authority. Jay, this is getting scary fast.
If you're the defense, you have to deny him the ball. Maybe throw a box and one. Maybe throw a zone. Maybe even throw the kitchen sink because he's putting on a show in the first quarter.
Has a look. He connects with the step back.
I don't know what halftime evaluation will be worse, the ankles or the bruised ego.
Giannis with it up top. His team on top by 8. George Hill to Antetokounmpo. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a 3-point play.
He should get some kind of acting award. That's a great sell by the offensive player. But guess what? The ref spit, and that's the game.
Giannis Antetokounmpo at the line for a chance at a 3-point play. He's perfect from the line so far. Free throw, good for Giannis. It's a 3-point play as the Bucks add to their lead. To Wall. Screen coming. Wall. The Wizards with 4 to shoot. Has a chance. Deep 2 there. Won't go. Strong finish that time for Danny Green. They have set the tone in this one.
I love when I see offenses come out in beast mode. You attack that paint, you get to the rim, inevitably the floor will open up for you to knock down some threes.
Nothing going here on that drive. To Wall. Curling inside. Rebounds brought down by Cauley Stein. To Antetokounmpo. Beasley. Down to Cauley Stein. Won't go.
And that's next level defense. The defender took away the pocket space of the shooter. Now, as a shooter, they shoot hundreds of shots each and every day from that pocket with consistency. Now you force them to change the angle or the positioning of that pocket. You're going to lower the chances of them making that shot.
Number 2, John Wall.
Giannis in control of the basketball. The lead is 11. Hill to Adetokunbo. Short jumper stays out. A drive, but he can't get it to go.
1 minute left in the first.
Giannis with it up top. Exactly a minute to go here in the opening quarter. Wizards have the rebound. Wizards at the controls. Nothing going here on that drive. Down to 5. Down to 4 to shoot.
No good. And that's how you make a difference. Every shot that the offense takes, make sure that it has a 10 as far as degree of difficulty.
Hill into the front court. It's a 9-point lead to Beasley. Adetokunbo. To Beasley. No good and no foul. Deep 3 at the buzzer. First quarter's complete. The Bucks with the lead. Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the second quarter. Wall into the front court. His team down 9. Screen coming. And he's fouled. Very close. Free throws coming up.
You never really want to foul a shooter, but if you do, ensure they're going to have a tough time converting. That's good knowledge of personnel.
Off the marks on the first free throw. Oh, he missed on a pair. The Bucks at the controls to Adetokunbo. Down low, Cauley Stein. Missed a wide open look. To Wall. Giannis Adetokunbo pins it.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
Adetokunbo. Knocked loose. That's a turnover. It goes the other way. Into the front court comes Wall. Minute gone by in this second quarter. It's good and one.
The defender was actually in a good position there. They even made a decent play on the ball. But sometimes those bounces go the other way. Still, stay aggressive out there.
John Wall trying to cash in on the three-point play. For his career, 78% at the line. Unable to connect on the free throw. Bucks at the controls.
Clear out, clear out.
Curling inside. Hill driving, but his shot won't go. Into the front court. It's Wall. They trail by 7. Deep left corner. Here comes the screen. To Wall. Shot from in close, no good.
And this happens all the time in this league. Sometimes offensively, you're tired. It's one of those type of nights. You combine that with the fact that the defense is hungry and active and contesting everything, that's why shots aren't dropping.
Driving right to the basket. From the painted area, won't go down. Wall across the timeline. Right now, down 7. Here comes the screen. And count the basket.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
Here comes the screen. Adetokunbo to Beasley. Adetokunbo to Beasley. 5 seconds to shoot. Fakes. Drives to the rim and scores. He was ready right at the tip.
What a first half he's having. He came out of the gate, attacked, found ways to get to the rim. Now look how easy the game is coming to him.
Nothing going here on that drive. Short jumper won't fall.
Let's be realistic. He's probably not going to miss a lot of shots. But the more effort you can give, you want to try to tire him out. Take his legs away. Make him work to catch the ball. That's how you win a defensive battle.
Wizards have it. Wall. And a throwdown.
It's so amazing when you get a chance to see a player in his own space. It's almost as if the defense doesn't exist. He can go left, he can go right, he can attack. He's playing on that court by himself.
Mixing things up. Hockey line substitutions. Both teams making changes.
Into the game.
Adetokunbo couldn't keep it in. Last touch by Giannis Adetokunbo.
Wizards ball.
Wall with it up top. He'll run the offense. Down the lane, but the shot won't fall. Alec Burks to Adetokunbo. Michael Beasley with the slam. That has to feel deflating for the other side.
They've really came out and made a statement so far in this first half. Another powerful dunk, but another easy dunk. When are we going to see some defense?
Had a chance, but it's no good. Giannis in control of the basketball. The lead stands at 9. To Beasley. Going to launch beyond the arc. That's off the side of the rim, no good. To Wall. Fires the three. Offensive rebound. Basket's good on the follow. Way to stay with it.
Hand down, man down. You got to get up and contest the shot.
Giannis with it up top. Lead stands at 7. Matthews to Adetokunbo. Screen coming. Matthews. Yes, Wesley Matthews. He's finally on the board. Makes his first shot.
Ed, let me tell you how this one goes. It ain't no fun if the homies can't have some. Everyone's getting a piece of the rock tonight.
Wall. Here comes the screen. To Wall. Fight to shoot for Washington. Cauley Stein with the rebound. Giannis in control of the basketball. Lead stands at 10. And counted at the rim.
Attack mode isn't a switch that you can just turn on and off. He needs to do more of that. We need to see him penetrate, get into that lane, and create.
Here comes the screen. Wall. Almost. And he's not getting the call. Giannis with it up top. Up a dozen. To Alec Burks. Alec Burks with the slam.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
New blood coming in for both sides. Beal. Gets it in the left corner. To Beal. 4-3. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
I mean, does he have eyes in the back of his head or what? I get paid money to watch and study this game daily. Even I didn't see that angle.
Adetokunbo, open look. Now a step back.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here because that was not an easy look.
Beal. The drive, right to the basket. Right down the lane, but the shot won't go. To Adetokunbo. Oh, he missed a short one there. Giannis Adetokunbo.
Whoa! Get that out of here.
Message sent, Jay. We have both squads set to make some moves right now. Beal. Giannis Adetokunbo able to recover with the block. Bucks at the controls. Won't go down. Grabs his own miss and scores. Good concentration.
Woo! Did you see that? Eyes to the rim, and the rest was all net.
To Beal. Count the basket. 2 more points in the paint.
Ooh, he teased me a little bit right there. But see, I like that. That's called a great entertainer. Always leaving me on the edge of my seat.
To Middleton. DiVincenzo. To Adetokunbo. DiVincenzo to Adetokunbo. From long range. Can't connect. Passed it off. Oh, ferocious slam inside. Whoa, he got up there.
Just showing you that 40-inch vertical.
Giannis in control of the basketball. The lead is 11. Middleton to Adetokunbo. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
He should get some kind of acting award. That's a great sell by the offensive player. But guess what? The ref spit, and that's the game.
Coach is going to shift gears and adjust his matchups. Beasley at the line for a chance at a 3-point play. For his career, 76% from the line. And he can't convert the free throw. Leaving no doubt. Slams it down.
It's that easy, Ed. You never want to leave any doubt when attacking the rim.
Giannis with it up top. It's an 11-point game. To Bledsoe. Greek Freak for 2. Can't connect.
I love when I see a good contest. You're crowding the player's landing space, which naturally makes him worrisome about turning an ankle on that landing.
Trying to cash in. And it's Cauley Stein with the rebound. Giannis in control of the basketball. Looking to make something happen. Beasley to Adetokunbo. Driving right to the basket. That's usually one that he'll knock down.
I'm not sure that the contest on the shot contributed to the miss, but what it might have done is seep into the confidence of the shooter that the next time he might decide to try to drive to the rim instead of settling for a jumper.
Bradley Beal. He's 3 for 7.
As my mother would say to the defender, A for effort, F for results.
Bledsoe with it up top. It's a 9-point lead. Doesn't have the touch. No good. To Beal. The screen sets him up for 2.
Bread and butter. And there are few that can do it better off the screen.
Now the Bucks going to signal for a timeout as they'll talk things over here in the second quarter. They're going to make some changes with some new personnel on the floor.
Number 14, Danny Green.
Bledsoe to Beasley. Short jumper off the mark.
And this is where you know you have the offense right where you want them. Every possession, all you see them doing is complaining to the ref, complaining to each other. You're making the game uncomfortable. That's the mark of a good defense.
Bledsoe with the basketball. Up 5. Oh, he had it. With the fadeaway. Burns him for the basket.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Bledsoe with it up top. Under a minute to go before halftime. From the outside, no good. And scores.
Might have had an extra dribble or two there, but he got the shot in.
Bledsoe with the basketball. It's a 1-point game as we approach halftime. Nothing going here on that drive. Middleton to Danny Green. Here comes the screen. Cauley Stein powers it through.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
And they called the foul. Jay, he was there too late.
Aggressive play there, but you can't fault the defender for being up in the shooter. You need to contest shots, each and every one of them.
Mo Wagner at the line. Nope, first one does not go. No good on the first, no good on the second. 0 for 2. Strong finish that time for Danny Green. Late heat to beat the buzzer. Time expires to end the first half. The Bucks in front.
Let's get right into the action here. The Bucks are in a close game thus far. They decided to make a statement in the opening half, and they did it by throwing down dunk after dunk after dunk. I think the rim is still shaky. These are the guys getting buckets for the Milwaukee Bucks. The Wizards aren't down by much after 2 quarters, and the offensive glass was their domain. They scored plenty of second chance points, asserting themselves in the paint. These are the guys getting buckets for the Washington Wizards.
Game track. Bench points.
The coaches are getting the kind of bench production that can make for some interesting rotations. Keep an eye on the substitution patterns in the second half.
Player of the half.
Antetokounmpo really showed off his court vision in the first half. When he's able to get the ball moving like that, his team can be tough to stop.
Who was cold?
Every player that makes it to the NBA is a great athlete, but even the best players have off nights. Today has just been one of those nights for this guy. Here's our top plays from the first half.
Number 2. Number 1.
And that concludes our halftime report. Thanks for joining us, and see you again after the game.
Wall into the front court. The deficit now up to 5. To Beal. Has a look. Bradley Beal. He's 5 for 10, shooting 50%.
Ooh, is there a medic in the house? You need to get those ankles retaped ASAP.
Antetokounmpo. Off the assist.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Giannis with it up top. His guys lead here early stages, third quarter. Down to Cauley Stein. Whistled for the foul. Beal. The front court comes Wall. His guys trail now by 4. Nothing going here on that drive. Down to 5 on the 24. Has a chance. Gets a look. Can't hit. Bledsoe with it up top. They lead it. 4-point game. Middleton to Antetokounmpo. Middleton. Can't connect. It's no good. Wizards with the basketball to Beal. And he's fouled. Nice move that time, and he's going to the line for 2.
I'm watching the coach's reaction right now, and I'll tell you, he's not going to be happy about that. The game comes down to the micro details. That wasn't a part of the plan right there.
Bradley Beal, couple of free throws on the way. Shooting 50%. Some yes, some no in this contest. Misses the first. Good recovery. Hits the second free throw. Giannis in control of the basketball. Up by 3. Bledsoe to Antetokounmpo. Shot from the lane won't go. Nice follow-up on the dunk there.
We call that get your money and put it in the bank.
It's claimed by Milwaukee. Bucks basketball. Middleton to Antetokounmpo. Beal to Wall. Lets it fly from beyond the arc, and John Wall still able to get it to go down with the defense closing in.
This game comes down to micro adjustments, either mismatches, ball screens, slipping action on those ball screens, quick fades to threes. It just seems like you're actually finding your rhythm offensively.
Antetokounmpo to Middleton. Fires the three, buries it on the catch and shoot.
Great shot by the offense. But the defense, you can't afford to collapse off that penetration. I'd rather a team take a tough two than a wide open three.
A lot of contact. Shots no good and no foul. Eric Bledsoe. Quiet night, but 2 for 3 in the contest right now.
Underutilized, underutilized, underutilized. Am I getting my point across? Let's see more of that.
Beal to Wall. Beal. Tough shot. Well defended.
And big-time coaching strategy by the staff right there, utilizing their bench, keeping fresh legs on that shooter consistently throughout the course of the game.
Bledsoe to Adetokunbo. Deep left corner. The drive right to the basket. Almost. And he's not getting the call.
Yo, big kudos to the defender. It seems like the mere presence of him in the paint was enough to throw off the concentration of the guy trying to drop the layup in.
Giannis Adetokunbo tips it.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
Bledsoe to Adetokunbo. And watch him do the rest. Slam dunk.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
5 on the shot clock. Trying to cash in. Knocks it down. Off the step back.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
Now a whistle, and we'll get a timeout called by Milwaukee as their coach wants to get a word in with his guys here in this third quarter. Both coaches dipping into their reserves. Changes coming onto the floor. Adetokunbo. Down low, Cauley Stein. Nice pass to set things up.
So much about passing is about the pace of the pass. Sometimes you need to dart the pass through the gap. Other times you need to have a feathery touch where you can loft the ball up for your player to dunk the ball. That pace is everything in this game.
Beal. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down. Here on their home floor, they're chipping away.
I mean, does this crowd have a pulse? Are they even alive? Sometimes when you make a play like that, your crowd needs to get you back in this ball game.
Middleton to Adetokunbo. Eric Bledsoe. He's 3 of 5, 60% shooting from the field.
Sometimes you hear people give all these fancy breakdowns, tell you all these different things they can do. That was just plain old simple bully basketball. Muscled his way through the lane.
Willie Cauley-Stein sends it away. Shifting gears. Here come some substitutions. With the fadeaway, burns him for the basket.
Woo, did you see that? Eyes to the rim, and the rest was all net.
Milwaukee with the basketball. Adetokunbo to Middleton. Adetokunbo down to Cauley Stein. Lays it up and in.
And I'll never forget one of my first games playing as a rookie with the Bulls. I talked to Steve Nash, and Steve Nash always used to tell me, the more you come out and you get your teammates involved, the easier it will be for you to score down the stretch. Think about it. You come out, you get 7, 8 quick assists, then a ball fake on the next possession. He bit, easy layup.
Giannis with it up top. Lead stands at 7. Another chance. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
He should get some kind of acting award. That's a great sell by the offensive player. But guess what? The ref spit, and that's the game.
Cauley Stein trying to cash in on a three-point play, shooting 50%, some yes, some no, in this contest. And he misses that one free throw. It's Washington with the basketball. Willie Cauley Stein snatching it out of the air.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
Giannis in control of the basketball. The lead stands at 9. Alec Burks out of bounds. Last touch by Alec Burks. Has a look. Not that time. Hill across the timeline. It's a 9-point lead. Adetokunbo to George Hill. Rebound taken by the Wizards. Not that time. George Hill to Adetokunbo. Short jumper won't fall.
The contest was good, but you being a nuisance was great. Continue to be that gnat that no matter how many times you swing at it, it never goes away.
For 3, Giannis grabs the board. Hill into the front court. Looking to make something happen to Beasley. Hill. Driving right to the basket. And he's fouled. Very close, Jay. The results, he's going to the line.
Great job, Ed, by the shooter to create contact after the jump. That's how you get to the free throw line.
Adetokunbo has got 2 shots coming. He's perfect from the line so far. Oops, he missed the first one. And he's able to hit the second after missing that first one. Washington basketball. And Green able to clear the rebound. Hill across the timeline. The lead stands at 10. To Adetokunbo. Off the assist.
Attack mode isn't a switch that you can just turn on and off. He needs to do more of that. We need to see him penetrate, get into that lane, and create.
Oh, yeah. Me and you.
The screen sets him up for 2.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Giannis with it up top. His team leads it by 10. Cauley Stein to Beasley. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
So many times we get on a defender for quote-unquote letting the offensive player score on an and one. Sometimes there's a lucky bounce, but more often than not, it's the offensive player who makes the play happen despite the defender's best intentions.
Michael Beasley at the line for a chance at a 3-point play. He struggled so far. Free throw up and good as they open things up to a 13-point lead. Into the front court. It's Wall. He'll run the offense. Layup goes down. Well done.
Look, there was barely any contact on that last play. I agree with the ref's no call. Let him play.
Giannis in control of the basketball. It's an 11-point game. To Beasley. To Hill. Deep right corner. George Hill. Shot clock winding down. Lets it fly from long range. To Wall. Beyond the arc for 3. That's no good. Off the mark. Hill into the front court. The lead is 11. Adetokunbo. Converts in the paint. Nice finish at the rim.
And the true test of a team's character is how they respond when they get hit in the mouth. Keep digging.
From the painted area, won't go down. George Hill, huge block.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
The Bucks at the controls. Danny Green goes to the right side. George Hill not shaken for the early struggles. Maybe this is a sign of things to come.
And sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
Wall across the timeline. Trailing by 15. Layup's good. Those are the types of shots you always strive for.
The one thing we know for certain in this league, it doesn't matter how big the margin is, you can always put together a run and get back in this one.
Here comes the screen. Oh, Jay, he commands the paint this time down. Desperation shot here from half court. 3 quarters down. The Bucks in control so far. The Bucks to inbound to start this final quarter. And if they were looking good at halftime, Jay, they're really looking good now.
They really turned up that intensity in the third quarter. They were looking to put this game out of reach, and they've come out close to doing that.
To Alec Burks. Adetokunbo. Runners good there.
You know, it reminds me out of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with the fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
Bucks at the controls. To Danny Green. Nothing going here on that drive. Alec Burks to Adetokunbo. Flushes it home.
I know there's that old saying that says one man can't beat 5, but we're watching one man carry 4 other players. His back has to be hurting. Another big-time finish.
Knocked loose. To Wall. Baseline drive. And he's going to the line to shoot.
Just because a team's winning doesn't mean the refs are going to put away the whistle. Play right all the way through.
John Wall at the line for 2 shots. He struggles so far. First one goes down. And fails to hit them both. Hits the first, misses the second.
Pick up.
No good. Defense catching a break there. And count the basket inside.
I love the drive to the basket there. Instead of trying to go around or over, go through.
Bucks at the controls. To Beasley. Matthews. Giannis for 2. Not that time. To Wall. Shot from the lane won't go.
But you can't just be a one-dimensional player. I know you're probably frustrated by me even saying that, but when you don't even give the option to pass the ball by utilizing some head fakes or ball fakes here and there, you save the defender by keeping them on their toes with the element of surprise.
Trey Lyle blocked away.
That one's in the 15th row.
Huge denial. Looks like both teams are making substitutions. Bledsoe. Giannis Antetokounmpo. The jumper's off the mark. The follow won't go either.
And you have to remember that your hand is part of the ball. There wasn't enough contact on that play for the refs to blow the whistle.
Short jumper misses. From the outside, no good.
Oh, I see how you're playing this chess match. That's what you keep doing defensively. Keep baiting him and luring him into shooting that jump shot. Exploit it.
And Jay, they call the foul.
A simple touch foul.
The opposing coach is going to counter, make some changes of his own.
Team foul number 2.
Runner here won't go. Burks sizing up Beal. Antetokounmpo to Bledsoe. Eric Bledsoe. He's now 4 for 6.
This may sound cheesy, but sometimes you just need to sit back, get a tub of popcorn, and just enjoy the show, because that's what you're watching right now.
Beal. The drive, right to the basket. Gets it to go. Could have been more. A lot of contact, but no foul.
What a move. If you're on defense, you can't be caught flat-footed there.
Middleton to Antetokounmpo. Middleton. He shoots. Oh, off the mark. Wizards at the controls. Here comes the screen. Curling inside. Good look that time, but off the mark. Antetokounmpo to Middleton. Antetokounmpo to Bledsoe. Eric Bledsoe. He's now shooting 5 for 7.
I remember my high school coach said one man can't beat 5. Well, I'm telling you right now, he lied. I'm watching it happen in person.
To Beal. Here comes the screen. Beal. turns and slams it down. He's been a one-man show, but Jay, they're still down in this one.
He's their lone bright star, their only star tonight. Some other of the supporting cast members really need to step up.
Adetokunbo to Bledsoe. Not going to have it this time.
That kid can block out the sun, man.
Wizards have it. Right down Broadway for the two. Defender has to pick him up.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Giannis with it up top. They lead it by 14. Here comes the screen. Driving right to the basket. Right through the heart of the defense. The layup is good.
Oh, don't see the read. Be the read.
Beal. Bucks have the rebound. Middleton to Bledsoe. Had a good look there, but it's no good. The follow won't go either. Beal. Rebounds pulled in by the Bucks. Burks matched up with Beal. To Adetokunbo. The drive right to the basket. Middleton. To Adetokunbo. Bledsoe. Middleton. Great defense, forcing the miss.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Shot clock's at 5. Down to 4. He throws it down.
We call that get your money and put it in the bank.
Giannis in control of the basketball. His guys leading by 14. To Alec Burks. Adetokunbo to Alec Burks. Here's a chance from long range. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
It's easy to get lost in the chaos of the game down the stretch, but great awareness by the shooter to get those toes right behind the three-point line.
Coach has seen enough. He wants some changes. New personnel onto the floor. Gets a shot up off the mark.
Misses happen. Don't put your head down. Let that motivate you in the defensive end. Use it for something positive.
Down low, Cauley Stein. Cauley Stein powers it through.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. To Beal. Here comes the screen. Has a chance. Adetokunbo, the rebound. To Bledsoe. finish at the rim.
Attack mode isn't a switch that you can just turn on and off. He needs to do more of that. We need to see him penetrate, get into that lane, and create.
To Beal. Trying to cash in. Rebound comes to Bledsoe.
And you knew this game had a chance to get out of hand pretty quickly because of the communication. When these guys stepped on the court, Ed, they were yapping back and forth to each other. And that kind of communication, that kind of collective responsibility to one another, you feel that on the court. That's why this team is special.
Has a look. Rebound pulled down by Giannis. To Bledsoe. Middleton. Almost. Unlucky bounce. Beal. Nothing going here on that drive. Off the penetration, almost, but no good. To Adetokunbo. To the rim, lays it up and in.
It can only be one of two things here. One, the defender ran out of gas. Or two, this dude is just unstoppable.
Screen coming. Nice pass to get things going.
And the last 10 sequences down the court, everybody's touched the ball. You don't see anybody with any kind of negative expressions on their face because everybody's eating.
Middleton to Adetokunbo. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
He should get some kind of acting award. That's a great sell by the offensive player. But guess what? The refs bit, and that's the game.
Giannis Adetokunbo trying to cash in on the three-point play. He's shooting 85% in this game. Off the mark at the line. Wall to Beal. To Wall. Shot clock winding down. Wall. Cleared by Middleton.
The game is won in the details. The team who has the most attention to the minutia is a team that wins the ball game. And from the beginning of this game, this team has been mentally engaged. I know the season's a long year, but when you come mentally engaged and you have attention to detail, whew, that's a scary thing to watch.
He's going to the free throw line to shoot.
I don't mind that effort at all. At least they're still out here competing on the defensive end.
Eric Bledsoe, a couple of free throws on the way. For his career, 79% at the line. And he connects on the first free throw. And he makes them both. Beal. Short jumper won't fall. Bucks basketball. Adetokunbo to Middleton. Oh, Chris Middleton. Tough shooting. Only 2 for 6 after that make.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
The Bucks claim victory. as they cruise to win a game that was never really in doubt. That does it. For my partner, Jay Williams, and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. As we say, so long, everyone.
Taylor Rose here, and I've got your EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Bucks got the win with a comfortable scoring margin, and the way they attacked the rim was outstanding. Not only is the dunk a high-percentage shot, it's also a great way to test the confidence of the defense. Here are the guys who put up the most points for the Milwaukee Bucks. The Wizards just couldn't get within striking distance toward the end of the game. I'm sure they can't help but feel frustrated with the result, but they can't let that feeling linger. Sooner than later, they need to start thinking about the next matchup. Here are the guys who put up the most points for the Washington Wizards.
Game track. Assists.
The Washington Wizards definitely suffered from poor communication in this game. And I say that because of how many assists they gave up. The frustration among them was pretty obvious. Antetokounmpo didn't have much trouble working the defense and setting up his teammates with scoring opportunities.
Player of the game.
Who was cold?
This isn't the segment you want to be in, of course. But even the best players find their way into this part of the show. Here's our top plays of the game.
Number 2. Number 1.
Here's a look at what's coming up for the Washington Wizards. This has been a presentation of ESPN on EA Sports. Until next time, I'm Jalen Rose, signing off.